People are mowing outside, so hopefully you can't hear that because that would suck. And my phone rang. Hopefully you can't hear that either. I'm just going to go ahead, and if you can hear the mowing outside, then I'll just have to record this again. I don't got nowhere to be. Hey guys! I had mentioned before that I was trying to lead a more positive life and be happier in general and like trying to cope with my anxiety and a little bit of depression and things like that. So I decided that today I would talk about different things that I do to help try and stay positive. And my last couple of weeks for me have been really, really good. Like I've been generally pretty happy for the last few weeks. So that's great. And here are some of the things that I've been doing to try and feel better about myself and my life and just keep a positive attitude and just good things all around. The first thing that I do when I start to get really like bogged down in my head and I'm like, why are things happening? Why are bad things happening to me? Is I try to stop and take a moment and recognize that I am still alive, that I am a person that is still here, I am alive, I live, I have emotions, that I can feel these things that I'm feeling. And that's good. That's a good thing. Like you should be able to feel your emotions, to feel sad about certain things when it's appropriate, and be afraid of things when it's appropriate, and like have a little bit of anxiety in appropriate amounts. You should not feel like to lead a happier life, to be a more positive person, that you have to cut off some of the negative emotions too, because, or at least maybe one day we can all get to that point where there's no bad days, only good. But for me right now, I am just trying to have a majority good days. And like yesterday, I guess was kind of a bad day if I focus on the 3 or 4 bad things that really happened to me. But at the end of the day, I was still happy, which is good. And like bad things happen, but if you're still alive, if you're still here, and still working at it, then you still have the opportunity to do better. And I don't necessarily believe in any kind of afterlife or anything like that. So to me, like still being alive means that I still have opportunity, that I can still make something of myself, that I still have time, that I can still be here and feel the things that I'm feeling. And I think it's a good thing to stop and recognize that. Thing number 2 is that you should clean your space. Because I know this sounds really stupid and cliche, that, but if you live in a messy space, it's going to help your mind stay messy. And if you clean your space and you wake up to a clean floor and like a clear open space, you're going to feel more cleansed internally and feel more like peaceful. And I don't know, I don't think you can 100% relax in a space that's really messy and cluttered and full of stuff. And I've always been a bit of a clutter bug. But like right now, my room's actually pretty clean because I cleaned it a couple days ago. Because I was like, I need to push this stuff out so I can relax and do work and be like living a productive life. When I look at mess in my space, for me, I look at it and it's like a thing that I have to do. It's just another daunting task and a list of other things that I need to get done this week. And I'm like, the room is a mess. So that bothers me. So I think that if you have a clean, clear space, it will help you have a clear, clean mind and body. Number 3, praise yourself for stuff that you did. If you did good things, you need to take a moment out of your life to recognize that you did good things. I have been struggling with keeping on top of my classwork, and I actually did all of my reading assignments for this past week and participated in class a lot. So I was like, you know what, me? Pat on the back. You did some good shit there. And you guys too should, when you actually do things and when you're productive, like I cleaned my room, I should be like, good for you, Liz, you clean your space. That was good. You did a good thing. And like, there's nothing wrong with praising yourself when you've done things well. If you got a really good grade on an assignment, you should feel happy about that. You should be like proud of yourself that you did those things. Praise yourself. It's okay to tell yourself that you did good or that you're good at things. or that you can succeed and you can accomplish things. And I think it's really important to make sure that you keep that up with yourself. You can do the thing. I'm a tiny potato and I believe in you. That's my favorite picture. So I always picture you talking. Number 4 is to try to listen to music that lifts your spirits and inspires you and is like makes you happy, because when you're in a bad mood, it's all too easy to go ahead and put on some sad music. And I guess if that makes you feel better, then by all means. But I find that if I'm sad and I listen to sad music, then it just makes me stay in that place more. But for me, when I don't feel good or I'm feeling really negative about things, I gotta put on something that makes me feel good. And one song that I really really like and I think is really inspirational, and it's probably not everybody's forte because some people have this weird aversion to rap in general. But there's an artist called Modson. You may have heard of him. He's fairly popular now. His first album, Look Up, just came out. Who has a lot of really positive music, and he's all about spreading the message of positivity and self-love and that sort of thing. So you should check out Matsun, and I will link one of my favorite songs below so that you can check that out. So you should really do that. Maybe I'll link a couple. You should do that. You should check out his YouTube channel. He's really fantastic. He does. He used to do before his album came out, and he started putting all those videos for it out and stuff. He did motivational Sundays where he would put like short videos of like his own motivational things, like be thankful and stuff like that. And it was really good, and it like makes you feel good inside to be surrounded by that positivity. And when you take positivity in, then it's more easy for you to let positivity out. And it's okay to be realistic as well, because like I know some people will say, well, not everything's always good. And yeah, not everything is always good. Bad stuff happens. I melted some Tupperware on the stove yesterday and spilled rice all over my kitchen. That wasn't good. But if you stay stuck on the bad things that happen, that could have ruined my day. Like, it fucked my burner up a little bit, but you know. That could have ruined my day, but it wasn't like the worst thing that happened to me ever in life. It was just one bad thing, and then the rest of the day was pretty good, except I got stabbed on my umbrella. Which I mean is kind of funny afterwards. You know, you don't you don't have to let the bad things that happen in between the good or even the okay periods of time where they're not really great or bad necessarily drag the rest of that down. That you should be try to say recognize, yeah, shit happens and bad things happen, but it's not the worst ever. It's gonna be okay. Number 5 is to make plans for things that you really want to do. Because if you have, if for me anyway, like if I have a plan set in motion, I'm like really excited, like I'm gonna do the thing. And for example, I planned the other day with a friend to go see Vance Joy in Norfolk, which I live in Virginia, if y'all didn't know. We're gonna go in June. I think that's actually on my sister's birthday, so that's pretty cool. And it's like a month before mine. So we're gonna go see him, and it's gonna be a good time. And now I got a thing to look forward to. And even like, I don't know why like seeing a concert is more like a thing to look forward to than graduation, but it is because I don't know. Thinking about graduation brings up a lot of anxiety. So if I have something past that that I can focus on and be like, this is gonna happen. It's gonna be a good thing, and time is going to keep moving and I'm going to get there and it's going to be good, then it's easier for me to stay more positive about life in general. So, yeah. I don't know why I always say so. I do that in presentations too. So, I'm the worst student. I suck at public speaking. You'd be surprised. Like, somebody told me that I'm really good at verbalizing my thoughts and opinions on here, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, because I feel like I'm so bad at it. Because if I actually had to give up and give speeches and stuff, I get really freaked out, and I'm like, and then I just lose track of everything that I was gonna say, even if I had my thoughts like planned out and stuff. I guess that's why I've always thought I was a much better writer than I ever been like a public speaker, and I like stutter a little bit for some reason. What you gonna do? That's how I talk in real life too. I say a bunch of random shit that doesn't need to go there, like this. So that was just my 5 tips or 5 things that I do to stay positive. I don't know if they're really applicable to your life necessarily, but I think they could be. I think that you could adapt them in your own way and feel the feels and take on the good vibes with me and join me on this life journey of positivity and just living a more fulfilled life. So thanks you guys for watching. Hopefully this video didn't turn out to be super duper long, so you didn't have to sit here and stare at me for too long. So, bye.